This episode of Girls Night Out is brought to you by Fleshlight. Whether it's your GPS showing you the road ahead or your robotic vacuum cleaner picking up the sad fragments of your shattered life, you demand the very best that technology offers.
But you're still jerking off with your hand?
Get yourself into a 2015 Fleshlight today. With many different colors, sizes, and holes you can screw, you'll be letting others know that you're a man of distinction. Peasants fuck their hand.
You fuck
a flashlight. Visit girlsnightoutpod.com and click on the banner before you make that purchase.
That's the singularities. That's what's going to happen. We're all going to become one with machines, or like Nick said, it's going to be that.
That's going to be sweet.
And I just took this leap because I always say that, because every time they test out new technology, they do it with porn. Every time they test out everything they test out in porn. So that was my leap, was eventually someone's going to try and fuck a robot. It's going to happen.
Right.
And then now, so I'm scaring myself. You guys should be terrified.
I'm not.
I'm like Kreskin of jokes.
They're going to I feel like they're just like going to be better at everything.
So it's still gonna be
but we are going to be part of it. Mankind and artificial intelligence is going to be go.
If the robot can like clean her vagina out afterwards, then I'm in.
This is Girls Night Out. This is Girls Night Out, the podcast.
Going again.
What do you
We're
guys think
back
about
to
the Ghostbuster reboot?
I'm all bored. I can't talk.
I'm aboard.
I'm aboard.
You're not aboard, Troy.
I am a bot.
You're a man.
Really?
Yeah.
This whole time I just thought it was a plank of wood.
Driving a car.
Plank of wood.
Like
On a pirate ship?
Yeah, 4x4. 2x4.
Are you for it? Are you for the reboot?
Yeah, why not? I'm for any reboot because it doesn't take away, for me, it doesn't take away the original.
Well, what about like the reboot of RoboCop or the reboot of...
Well, that is a different story.
That was terrible.
No, I didn't like it, but it's like, I'm not against them trying it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, sure, it doesn't take away from the original for me, so go for it.
I hate when people people get like, they're mad about the new Apocalypse, the look of Apocalypse and the new X-Men. They're like, this is stupid. It's like, but you don't pay for this shit.
Yeah.
You don't own this shit. Just sorry. Just let them finish the movie and then judge it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what my thing is too. Is my mic on?
Yep.
I can hear you.
That's what my thing is too. It's like, if you're going to remake something, just it can be horrible.
Yeah.
But you can just watch the old ones and like it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like the RoboCop. Judge Dredd I found kind of boring.
The new Dredd?
Yeah.
I love the new Dredd.
I found it kind of boring.
Okay.
It was a little slow for me.
I love
seriously.
I like slow.
I like, they just remade Scream into a TV show.
Oh, did they?
On MTV, and it's amazing.
Is it?
Yeah,
Really?
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, they're
it's so
doing
good.
Ash and Evil Dead.
They're doing Ash versus Evil
Yeah,
Dead.
yeah.
That looks amazing too.
That looks hilarious.
Yeah, because they actually kept it more of like Army of Darkness style, where they're still keeping like the comedy aspect to it,
Yeah.
which is nice.
I love that movie.
You gotta add some levity.
You know what
into
else
that.
is good? Pussy. You know that, guys?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Sorry, I had to be said.
Say vaginas. If you're going to say it, say the clinical term for it.
Clinical.
No,
It
you
was
don't have to say
clinical.
clinical. Just say
Clinicals are
say
good.
vagina.
That's
Say
Vaginas.
vagina. There you go.
He's thinking about
Yeah, but you can... I see what you're saying. You're saying because we like this stuff.
You guys are nerds.
Yes, so there's nothing...
well,
you know what?
what?
Who cares? Who cares? Call me a nerd. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. I'm a nerd.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you're married.
So you can still be a nerd and be married. What does that mean?
No, I'm saying you're okay
Oh.
with it.
Yeah, you at least you can you get some.
Dude,
Yeah.
women love nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, women love nerds, man.
Yeah, ask this guy.
Oh, can we ask about what happened on Friday? Do you mind?
What?
Oh yeah, didn't you have a
Your
date?
date.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's on Tuesday.
Oh,
Oh, it got moved?
Are you dating Marissa again?
No.
You didn't like that at all. You did not like
Why'd you
what?
do that, Patrick? Why'd you go?
He did not like that. That look you gave him was just like, if you didn't have a kid on your lap.
Well, it happens on Tuesday.
It happens.
So I thought it was Friday. What happened? She just like,
She's doing a Warrior Dash this weekend.
what's a warrior dash? Oh, I know. I think
It's
I know.
like,
get away from
Yeah,
Jordan.
It's just her running from me.
She's running to
Screaming.
Mexico.
Down Main Street. No, she's doing some, I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
so
know.
she's
That's-
fit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what you need to do?
Yeah.
Let her put you in a scissor lock with her thighs.
Is that what I should
And your
suggest
head,
right
yeah.
off the kick?
Right off the
Right off
top.
the
So as soon as
Okay.
you see her, as soon as ding dong.
Hey, those legs look good. You think you can put me in a scissor lock?
Right. Me
Yeah.
facing your vagina, clinical term.
clinical.
Of
course.
Clinical the stuff out of her vagina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clinical cotton swab. The hell?
Okay.
clinical. But
I feel like this advice is going downhill now.
hey, no, I think it's great advice.
So, do I have to
I'm
put this
married. I
stuff-
think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, maybe.
He just got a shirt out of a dumpster from his ex.
True.
He knows what he's doing too.
I, in my defense, I threw that shirt back in the dumpster.
Instantly, or did you go back?
Well, not. What do you mean? This time I waited about a month just to be safe. Because I always, it's over, and then you realize like, you're out, and then you end up being
Yeah,
back. What?
Life
No,
still
you-
goes on.
What do you mean?
Like, are you?
Huh?
You're like, I have to wait just in case. If you threw it in the dumpster and
Well-
you get back together, it's
Well,
not
then
like,
she's gonna ask for to see the shirt.
Yeah,
I
it
just
says
didn't
I
wanna
threw it
be
in the
like-
dumpster when you were
tore my
being mean
heart
to me.
out of my soul.
Yeah,
I know, but I care too much that I didn't want her to be sad that I threw away her
that's very
something,
sweet.
something that she gave me. So I thought,
That's
mentally,
not sweet. That's
That's
mentally
it's
ill.
mentally
Yeah.
ill, but it's sweet in a mental ill level.
I kind of like the idea of like jumping in a dumpster. And
That's how you know Manolis is in a relationship when you see him hovering around dumpsters.
Yeah. Do you picture you're in like a John Hughes movie when you do that?
yes.
like holding his shirt above his head.
I had a ghetto blaster playing while I did it.
Aw.
Like it's so romantic that you jump back in the dumpster to get the sweater.
I
you
just
threw
didn't
out?
want to get caught. That was the sad part. That's I just didn't want anybody from my gym to go, why is Manolis in the dumpster?
Yeah, of
'Cause
course
my gym-
not.
Because when I jumped back
Of
in,
course you
Yeah, but-
don't want that to happen.
when I jumped back in, like this is what it was. When I threw it in, like the dumpster just got. This is why I knew that it was still there. When I first threw it, there was like three
The
pieces.
dumpster was empty.
Yeah, like bone empty. So it just got. So I knew it was probably gonna be a week before it got
Removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and then 3-4 days later, this happens, and I'm like, damn, it's probably still in the dumpster. So I'm like, I gotta go get those
You
clothes.
don't have to go get
So
the
I go
clothes,
open
though.
I open the flap of the dumpster, and there's like 20 bags of garbage in there. And I know a corner where it is, so I jumped into the dumpster and started throwing bags left and right to like digging through all this garbage to get to the
Which
bag
is
of
the whole
sweater.
thing's a metaphor of the relationship you had with her too.
Yeah.
The effort
Garbage.
you put in to throw garbage around to get what?
He has like this cathartic
Yeah.
moment of throwing it in there,
Yeah, throwing
and then
the
he
shirt.
literally has to dig through hot trash to get it back.
Hot trash.
Yeah.
And then what? And then so you grabbed it. You
And
talked for like a day, and you're like, now I gotta go back to the dumpster.
No,
give it a month.
Oh,
I
you
was
gave it a
smart.
month.
I gave it a month.
Give it a month.
Left it in my trunk for a month just to be safe.
Mhm.
Then I threw it back in the dumpster.
So wait, as soon as you got back out of the dumpster, you guys lasted a day after that?
I don't know.
No,
Maybe
they-
I don't know. We were trying to work it. It was like a couple days, several days. I don't even know. I can't even remember what happened. It was such a.
I was jumping
mess.
through dumpsters. That was a mess.
Why?
There's so many dumpsters at that time. It was a weird time.
What happens to you if you don't throw it away in the first place?
Well, I would never wear it anyways. I don't know. That's the way I am. Like
you get attached.
He's
to
like
the-
old school dumpster.
Well, yeah.
He's old
I'm
school
attached to
stubborn.
everything.
He
Yeah.
anthropomizes all of it. So
like this is from her.
Yes.
She's gotta go,
It-
and this must go.
It's a
Yeah.
piece of her.
Uh,
So in a way, he's throwing her in the dumpster.
Well,
It's like
me-
a poetic device.
yeah.
No, but
Do you know how
to
many
me,
rugs he
this-
used to roll clothes
whatever
up
it
in to
is,
throw in the dumpster?
relates to love
And women.
because the person at one point cared about me. So this item is a definition of someone caring about
but
you.
isn't it a nice souvenir then?
Yeah.
Of like the time someone cared about me?
Or just
There
a
you go.
shirt that's not white and stained.
I'd rather find.
Yeah.
I'd rather find the person that keeps caring about me, Patrick.
Then keep the sweater.
But there's
Yeah.
nothing to do with the sweater, though.
Yeah.
You could
What
still
if-
have
that's
a
a free
nice
sweater.
Sweater.
What?
It's
What-
a free sweater.
No, but every time I
Was it
wear it, I don't want to wear something that's gonna make me feel
Like shit.
bummed out or
Oh.
like crap. I don't want to be reminded of how crappy something was.
It really what it boils down to is like personal preference. It's like that's the way he feels.
I'm old
Yeah,
school.
no,
man.
that's how he deals with it.
That's how he deals with
I'm
it.
old school, man. That's it.
That's not really
I
old
just
school.
figure. I think you and like 16-year-old girls
Yes.
deal with their
that's-
breakups like that.
That's exactly
But
it.
here's
That's
what
what you
interests
mean
me.
by old school. A 16-year-old girl.
He doesn't want to wear a shirt that his girlfriend got for him out of love that she bought for him, but he'll still wear a shirt out of the dumpster.
What?
That's what doesn't make sense to me.
What? The
You
last
won't
one?
wear the shirt because it reminds you of love and it reminds you of this girl, but you'll still wear a shirt that you picked out of a dumpster
it's
after
just-
like 4 days.
No, I didn't wear it. What do you mean?
No, but if she did, if
she
you
took
guys
you
got
back,
back
you'd
together,
wear
you'd
it
be
again.
wearing that shirt.
Oh, yeah, I'd
You have
wash
no
it.
problem with it being in a dumpster,
Yeah.
but
No.
if it was given to somebody who by
know-
somebody who loves you, that's your problem.
I won't wear it if we're not together. If
You choose your clothes based on morality.
I didn't buy those clothes; they were gifts.
I
I
get
know.
where he's coming from.
If I go back out with her, I will wash the clothes and keep wearing them. Yes.
You have to
Yes.
look at this whole thing like a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
It's the only way to look at it. And then it becomes logical.
16-year-old girls are happy.
That's
Don't kid yourself.
It's like, yeah, they're happy. That's why cutting is an adult thing. Yeah, cutting is an adult man thing.
Cutting. Come on.
But
Did
that's
you do
He
that
did-
with a kid?
What's that? Do that with a kid.
Throw the kid in the
the
dog.
kid's
My
not
ex-
gonna dump
Oh yeah,
him.
yeah, definitely.
No, my ex got me Esther.
No, yeah,
I should've-
I
she's
would.
right
I would.
here. She's right.
I know.
No, but Patrick, just gotta answer the question. Yes, I would. I would throw my kid in the
Because
dumpster.
it would look like her too.
Yeah, I'm like, nope.
Whether
Sorry.
you throw the kid in the dumpster or
I'd
not,
say I'm sorry,
child
honey, but you look
services
like
is
your
coming to
mommy,
your house.
and we're done.
They
See ya.
find Manolis had a child. Child services needs to go over
Yeah.
to his house.
He's still with the mom and everything's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
I get rid of everything off of the internet. I get rid of anything in my house. Everything's like it's non-existent.
Does your computer still get the like? I thought it's so backed up with like porn viruses that you couldn't get anything off of that.
I delete my history. You don't delete your history.
I think your computer
doesn't
is,
delete your
fucked up.
viruses,
Yeah, I believe your computer is so fucked. It's not funny. I'm sorry.
The videos
sorry.
the videos are playing. That's all that matters. I have no regrets. that's the way. I don't even know how we got into this, but it was. I don't care. It was funny.
No one's judging you except these two. I'm on your side, but I say it's like a 16-year-old girl.
I'm not going to. I have like.
Yeah, I'm judging. I'll say
No,
it.
I know you two are
Yeah.
judging. You two are trying to like figure out what the mentality is.
I have a shirt. My girlfriend before her, we both bought shirts together, and they were like, they had a picture
Matching
of
shirts?
They were
matching
both
shirts.
bedazzled blouses.
Believe it, it's
Pirate
something like
shirts.
unicorn. Something about unicorn. It's a picture of a
The
unicorn.
two of you bought them together.
Yeah,
You're doomed to fail at
It was
that
my
point.
idea,
Yes, you're dooming yourselves.
and it's
So, what
something believe. It's like believe in the unicorn. So I forget something stupid was written on
Which
it.
girl?
The one before my last girl
Okay.
before the last one.
Believe in unicorns.
So it was a funny shirt. We broke up. It's my shirt, right? She didn't give it to me, so I didn't throw away, right? I still have it. I haven't worn it since we broke up.
So it's not even about the memory then. It's just about the fact that she bought it for you.
Yeah.
That's what fucks you off about it.
No, it's just so not that she bought it. It's associated to her.
Because
But-
she bought
But
it.
so is the
uni-
other one. The other one you
unicorns-
bought with her. It's a memory. She literally has the same
Yeah.
shirt. You got to think of her when you put it on.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
shirts
that's my
But
point.
associated.
just because you bought it, it's fine. But if she bought it,
No. I bought it. You hear what I said? I bought it. I still have it. I still haven't worn it.
okay.
I've never worn it.
Why do you
since-
keep it?
Because he doesn't want to throw away his money.
No.
You just want to have to get back
I-
into
I
the dumpster
partly-
just in case something else happens.
I bought it, so I'm fighting with it. It's been like 7
You're
years.
fighting with the shirt?
Well, like I want to wear it, but I won't.
Fist fighting?
It's,
Or like what? Is it tough?
Oh, he's wrestling with it.
It's a cool
Every
shirt.
morning.
He's actually pretty good at judo.
It's a cool shirt. I just don't wear it.
Do you just put it on? Wear it next podcast.
Yeah, we're at
Yeah,
the next
it'll be
podcast.
liberating.
Please.
It'll be cathartic.
Please.
Or
Please.
All right. I'll wear it.
It's your birthday podcast, right?
we
Next
even
week?
make
Oh
it
no, my
less,
birthday's
less complicated
Tuesday.
and liberated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It'll be nice.
I'll wear it.
All right.
But I'm
Yeah.
just trying to explain to you how like
brain
it's just-
works.
Yeah, my brain works. If that's it, man.
I still don't understand it, but okay.
Either something's forever, or it's not, or it doesn't exist.
But what is a T-shirt
That
really?
doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, that doesn't. Because nothing's forever.
Forever. Everything falls apart.
Everything- some-
We're in entropy as we speak. This
No.
whole room is going to fall apart. We're heading towards chaos. Everything, nothing
Jesus,
lasts
H.P.
forever.
Lovecraft.
No,
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 sorry. I
no.
know.
Gavin.
Sorry.
Ready? Love lasts forever.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Love is a concept created by Hallmark.
Listen, the feelings I have for a person, if it goes on, if I truly love someone and I'm willing to be with them to the end of time, after that, I believe it still continues.
Okay,
and that's
I'm getting
me.
the 16-year-old
That's-
girl thing now.
That's me.
No, I
that's
get
me.
it.
I'm sorry. But if that's what I'm looking for, I'm sorry that I like the idea of being with someone. Don't
stress her out. Don't stress her out.
I'm sorry, hon.
Don't stress her out.
Sorry.
No, keep talking, but just
I want
Don't stress her out.
to be able to be
still-
on my deathbed and see.
Don't-
She doesn't know what deathbed is. I want
She's
to.
crying.
Why don't you
Did I make
introduce
you
her to
cry?
reincarnation too
Did I
while
make
you're
her
at it?
cry? Okay.
I just don't want her to be stressed.
You're stressing me.
I know. I'm sorry. No. It's not. It's not what you're saying. It's just the tone of.
I'll lower my voice.
Yeah,
all
that's
right?
all.
Everybody relax.
I just don't want her stressed. That's all.
All I'm trying to say is, what I want is to be able to look at that person before I die, or vice versa. That's
I love you.
Thank you.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's my argument with this.
She's choking him with a pillow.
So it's that.
That's
See,
the other part.
listen,
But
to
love,
me,
the idea of love
it's
is
that
you
or
just
nothing.
finding someone that you could procreate with the best. And your mind, your chemicals go, I'm in love with this person. Because that's the concept you understand. Time is a concept we created. It doesn't exist. So everything you're saying doesn't exist.
Everything I say does exist. What do you
No,
mean?
it doesn't, because there's no end to time. And there's no love.
There's no end of time.
No, there's no time.
So then love is forever if there's no end.
there's no love.
There is love.
You're just finding someone that's perfect to procreate with.
No, but you don't.
It's like people
you
who
don't
think
love,
their dogs love
you don't
them.
love. You don't love your video games.
No, I don't love my video games because I can't.
So why
love
do you
my
why do you play them? so
because
love
I
your
enjoy
wife?
the distraction.
What?
I my wife. In my argument for her, because of my.
But just because you're dead inside doesn't mean
It's not
I
dead
am.
inside. It's logical.
You.
It's slightly dead inside. I think it's like you're MSNBC and you're Fox News right now. We need to find the middle point.
NPR.
Yeah.
We go NPR.
We'll get Ira Glass in here.
For like romantically and ideally for the next for someone who's like the idea of romance and fantasy and all that magical
Disney
stuff.
movie stuff.
Yes, love exists, and I understand that. I get that. I'm not arguing that. I love
Yeah,
my
but you're
wife.
talking about all these things that are
It's
like
like
just
my
on TV.
dog.
I'm not talking about TV, man.
One time I had this. I was talking to this guy who doesn't like me. I don't know why. And he was talking.
Oh, you don't
about-
have to bring me up.
He was talking about his dog, about how his dog loves him, and I'm like, your dog doesn't love you. You're a food source.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what? It's like, yeah, you're a food source.
Is it you as the joke about the dog would eat your face after?
Maybe, I don't know.
Somebody
It
said
sounds
that.
like something I would say, though.
Like your dog doesn't love you.
Yeah,
It will literally eat you if you
If you die, it'll eat you. Your cats will eat you. You're just a food source. I know that sounds horrible. You all have kids and you love your kids and everything, but I don't think I'm not trying to say that love doesn't exist. What I'm trying to say is our concept of it isn't chemically and biologically accurate.
It's like a genetically engineered, like it's an evolved trait.
right. It's an evolved trait.
And we are trying to make sense of it.
Right.
Hence Hallmark, Valentine's Day,
Right.
dating, the whole dating structure, everything.
It doesn't make it.
You can
it's not
scientifically,
logical.
you can say it's like movies, or you can scientifically look at something and say, well, this is that and that's it. At the end of the day, it's just one thing, and you can't change that. It's a feeling, and
I'm just
some
debating
feelings
you
are
for the
just,
sake of debating.
yeah, some things are. You can't tell me you don't love your wife.
I do love my wife.
You would die for her.
Yes, I would die for her.
Would you not give her one of your kidneys?
Because if I didn't die for
Or
her, I'd have to
livers, or
show
what-
up at the
what do we have two of?
podcast. I'd show up at the podcast, and you guys go, "You didn't give your kidneys away."
and
to
I
your
feel like
own
you're going to
wife?
be really panicked when we tell you don't have two livers.
There was like
You
a
didn't give one. You didn't give
What do we have
both
two
yours.
of?
You have two spines.
Oh,
Why wouldn't you give her
shit.
one of your spines?
I've really been abusing this liver. I thought I had a backup.
Backup liver.
there's a movie that came out called Nymphomaniac.
Yes. Lars Van Trier. It's
yeah.
part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, it was. I only watched a bit of it,
You'll like it.
but it's pretty. Yeah, it definitely is jerk off material. It would
Yeah.
definitely get.
There's like a blowjob competition on the train.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, you'd love it. It's between like 17-year-old girls.
yeah.
What? What are we talking
It's called
about right now?
It's a
Nymphomaniac Volume 1,
It's a
Volume
movie.
2.
It's
a
like
real
a
movie?
It's
about
like
a
an
girl-
art.
Yeah.
It's like an art movie, but it's like basically porn.
Lars Van Trier made the movie, what's that? Antichrist. And basically this woman's kid falls out of a window and dies in the beginning. I'm sorry.
What?
Anyway, so I won't even talk about it. It's a
Apologizing to Eric Clapton right now.
Yeah, I know.
really brought up
But,
a
but
soft
wait.
point.
But what happens is they go to a cabin and she tortures him the whole movie.
Like physically, like
He physically
restrains
tortures
him.
him, like puts spikes in it.
It's like gore. It's like gore porn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other movie's just like porn.
Yeah, the reason why I brought it up because there was a quote. Well, I don't even call it a quote, but it was in the movie. The main the main girl, and it said, "Love is lust with jealousy added." I thought that was kind of a cool.
That's the best dialogue I've ever heard in a porn before.
In porn land, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's
In
great.
movie land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that movie. It was okay. I watched it. Yeah, but I wasn't. I like his stuff, but sometimes it's a little too much.
What else has he done?
I don't know if he did Martyrs. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Martyrs is basically this girl. It keeps getting attacked by this thing. It's like sliced up with like a razor blade. But it turns out what happens is this group of people who take people to. She's been in this camp where they take people to the brink of death to see, because they want to see what it's like at the end of the tunnel.
Oh,
and then they kill them. And so she's been in this thing where she's been put to the brink of death continuously.
That sounds awesome.
It's a good movie. The movie was hard to get through.
Oh, really? How long? Is it long?
No, it's not long. It was just that one scene where she's like, this thing comes in, and it's just, I won't give it away, but it's just slicing her up in this cupboard, just slicing her.
Is it like a horror thriller?
Kind of, but not. When you see it, it's more psychological
Sounds
thriller.
like a date in Hamilton.
Trip to Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the drive-through at Tim Hortons.
Maybe it was the same guy who took the Cialis outside. I was just found an empty pack of Cialis outside.
I don't know why I
that's
knew what a
weird.
package looks like, but
You knew it instantly. You
I was
knew it
like,
from
look,
3
what
yards
is-
away.
Cialis back. No, I thought it was Viagra. And then I kicked it over to make sure it was Cialis.
You didn't even see the package. You just smelt Cialis in the air. You're like,
No,
Yeah,
I'm
someone's
more like that
using
with
Cialis.
perks. Man, I need some perks.
he's a perk hound. The airport should hire you if they ever need to find perks in people's
I'm
luggage.
the only guy's like, got any perks? No. You sure?
perk.
I'll let you through if you just give me a couple.
I like the idea that the airport like fired the dogs and hired you
Less, you gotta
I'm
pay him
wearing a
less for
dog
food.
outfit, but I'm standing.
because they want to pay you like the dog.
The guy's like, he rubs a perk in your mouth, in your face.
So
Go find it.
best job he's ever had.
It's the best job. He loves everybody.
My dog outfit's more like a cow outfit for some reason.
Because they let you shop for it.
They ran out of dogs. so.
They gave you $10. Go find a dog outfit. You came out with a cow outfit.
I'm on it, dude. I'm on it. I say after my shows, like when I'm selling my DVD, I'm like, I'll take anything, hash, weed. I'll say like money, and I'll go perks. And one guy, gave me a perk for one of my DVDs.
That's more than money for you.
I was like, well, perks worth like $3 to $5. So I was like, perfect, dude.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You found your joy in life. Dumpsters and perks.
Dumpsters, perks, and rye, man. Rye and
Yeah.
perks are they're
Ryan Perks.
meant to go together.
Options in this life is
Does
like,
she have a Twitter account?
No.
does she have a Twitter
I made her a
account?
Facebook when she was born
Really?
for like a day, and then I took it down.
Down.
It felt weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, I
Does
was like, "Oh, this is kind of funny and it's cute," and I just added my family and stuff.
Does she
It
know-
was private, obviously.
Does she know that I try to talk
No,
you?
no. Do that, you're gonna wreck it.
Does she know that I try to talk you out of having her?
No.
Okay.
Why would you do
Don't
that?
tell her. Because I feel what?
She doesn't understand what's going on. Do we have any like topics that?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we
Manolis
have
tried
more
to
time.
talk Pat out of having us.
Let's recreate that.
No.
And scene.
And
You ambushed me.
improv. You're in a park.
Yeah.
One friend's trying to talk another friend out of a life decision.
That was him and my mom.
And then just me.
Really?
Well,
Well, he was like,
no, originally it was you. Yeah, that was after. No, originally it was me, you, and your girlfriend.
Whoa. Your girlfriend actually was against it too?
No. We were just.
No,
didn't
I
know what
taught.
to do.
You didn't know what to do, and you asked me. I
You
didn't
were the first person we told.
Yeah, I didn't tell you like. I didn't necessarily say don't have it. I just.
Maybe don't do that.
Take your belt mounts away from her. Like, put it here, give them to me. Don't let him look at this stuff.
This is gonna be evidence in court one day.
We're just like,
Yeah, I feel like that.
It's just a box.
it's still.
When his baby mama wants full custody, they're just gonna play this episode. Sure.
Why you? I think Gavin's gonna smoke him.
Well,
No, I
I
didn't-
just want her exposed to this kind of
I
stuff.
think she's
don't
I didn't
exposed to
think
it. She's
but-
looking at Patrick right
She's
now. He
not
looks
paying
like the
attention.
Marlboro Man, for
I didn't
God's
think I
sakes.
Her
actually.
just being in the room makes her a loser. Being in a room with us.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
but
I don't think I'm that
I didn't
bad.
talk
to you-
Compared to all of you, I don't think I'm that bad.
Hey, come on. You're that bad.
No.
You're just as bad.
I don't think so.
Come on.
I'd have to
You're on our
disagree
level of
you.
horribleness.
But I didn't necessarily try to talk you right out of it. But I think I explained the pros and cons. Is
No, I remember.
Oh, let's go
where
back to the
You asked
abortion
me to
talk.
go to Tim Hortons.
Woo!
I
Yeah.
get there.
and your mom.
I just thought you wanted to meet me there for whatever.
Oh, you're
and
gonna have an
then,
abortion
like an
talk
intervention.
at Tim Hortons?
It's a
Well,
fun
like yeah,
Sunday.
he's like meet me at Tim Hortons, whatever one, and then I
they-
get there and he's sitting with my mom,
What the?
and then they both,
Wow.
and then he starts crying.
A little bit.
Why'd you have to
I was
throw him
worried
under the
about him.
bus
No,
right
I know
there?
it was a
Because-
good. You're like, I care about you, man.
He did a friendly thing. You're
No,
like,
it
I'm
was
gonna
nice.
make fun of him on the
It was
podcast.
really nice.
Emotions.
No, I just.
Hey, remember
was
that
nice.
real moment?
Yeah. Thanks for that's true friendship right there.
No, I know it was nice. It was. I can also make fun of him. He's a grown man crying at Tim Hortons.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's called he's
Out of context,
he's
it's hilarious.
Greek. He's Greek. He's all about
You were
emotions. He's so
But
connected to it.
I didn't feel like you were like you were just. I felt like you were watching it all happen.
Like,
Oh, you mean Pat
Yeah.
making bad decisions?
here's the thing. We
Yeah,
have
like
a
it
more
wasn't happening
fluent
to him.
podcast. So there's pros, there's cons. Like, the pros, Patrick doesn't get pulled away from Girls Night Out every 5 minutes. The cons, we don't have Esther. There you go. There's it. That's it.
That's
What topic?
yeah,
were we
let's
doing?
talk about it.
I don't feel good going into any of these topics
No,
right now.
Let's do it. What's the one?
I really don't feel good about it.
Why?
Oh, let's talk
'Cause-
and then we'll figure out.
No, let's just do it. I don't care. What is it?
Talking
Okay.
about
Just like having a little girl in the room being like, so, sex dolls with AI? Well, there was a girl effed at the Stampede. A Mexican singer had a tampon fall out. Sandra Bland hung herself in prison. Okay, here we go. Kanye West
Oh, yeah.
petition.
it's so stupid. Toronto should be ashamed of themselves.
What happened?
I agree with you.
They announced that he's one of the headliners of the Pan Am Games ending ceremony, and people are like, "He's got a bad attitude." Like, is that what you need your art? Your art has to be your best friend. Like, you artist that you enjoy has to be your best friend. He's got a bad
And why?
attitude.
And they said, why can't it be a Canadian?
Yeah, like they give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck about Pan Am Games.
Now, yeah, no one cares about the Pan Am
Hey.
Games at all.
Why can't it be Gordon Lightfoot?
Yeah,
He has
exactly.
a great
Like, they
draw.
all want to Neil Young or something
This
like
is the
that.
biggest thing that happened to the Pan Am Games because people are talking about it.
Right.
They're so
But
full of shit.
Who cares?
Yeah.
It should be Gordon Lightfoot.
So they signed a petition to. We were just ignoring you.
Yeah.
They signed a petition to get rid of, and it's just like, are you, really? Because we don't like. They did at Jazz Fest in Ottawa too when he played there.
Hacktivism.
Yeah, they were.
Slacktivism.
Yeah, but it's like you don't like his attitude.
He's got good music. He's just an
Hey,
idiot. Who cares?
I'm against this. Let me sign my name in protest.
Yeah.
Like you're doing all that much. And really, is that what you should be wasting your time on? You should
Don't
be
go
wasting-
to it.
Don't go to the fucking concert. Don't. Who cares? And Kanye West is going to have a way bigger draw than the Tragically Hip
Exactly.
or Nickelback.
They're-
Enough with this CanCon thing where
Pitbull's on it too, but they don't worry about Pitbull.
nobody cares about
Nobody
Pitbull.
gives a fuck about
Poor
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
I know.
He probably wants a petition at this point.
Yeah, but-
Pitbull could use some press.
yeah,
And
he
what
could
are they-
use any kind of attention.
But
that
he's
loser.
okay. He's not a rapist. He's not a racist. He's not doing anything. He hasn't done anything that's like.
yeah. He just
the criminal.
he loves himself.
He
That's-
doesn't smile on the camera.
That's what they're mad about, though. It's
gives
like,
a
who
shit?
needs this arrogant blah blah blah? And
We
it's
do.
like,
We do. We,
Yeah.
we paid him to be here.
he's entertaining. I like his music. I don't need him to be my best friend.
No.
I don't need. If I like someone's
And
art,
there
I
will
don't
be
need
a
them to
lot
be
of
my
young
best
people
friend.
there going because of this, and that's not a
There's
bad
gonna be a lot
thing.
of old people too. There's gonna be a
Yeah.
whole bunch of people going to this.
It'll
That's
be
not a
fun.
bad thing.
Yeah.
Who gets it? Is it a free concert?
I don't know.
Who gets a concert put on? They're like, oh, damn
It might
it.
be a free concert.
Damn it. I can't believe they booked one of the most popular
They
hip hop
did-
artists.
They did it in Ottawa, and people in my feed, like I saw some people in my feed just complaining, like, "Ugh, "This is disgusting." I'm like, "Shut up,"
Why does it get? Why is it disgusting?
because he has a bad attitude. Because he
Oh
tried
my-
to take
But why
Oh,
does it,
boo-hoo.
what kills
Yeah.
me is like why does it like
pussies. I'll say it.
Canadians
Said it,
Canadians
brother.
Canadians won't support their own the music industry. They have to go outside of Canada to become famous and big, and then we all love them.
Well, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
But so
So
now,
true.
but right? But in this situation, no. Should be a Canadian.
yeah. Also,
Where,
it's
where were
like,
you before the show?
Let's pick and choose artists that's never done anything horrible, and let's see how fucking big that list is. Sorry again.
Hey, why
No.
couldn't it be the Great Big C, eh?
Yeah. Thank you.
Chill out.
Moxie Fruvis. Let's
Yeah.
let's pick and choose
Yeah.
out of artists that have never been arrogant or never done anything
or
terrible.
big enough.
Some people are just better at hiding it.
Or big enough
I want my
deal.
artists to be dicks. I want them to do horrible things.
I want to do all the cocaine I can't
Thank
afford.
you. I want them to be like womanizers or
So, but I mean, like that's the thing. It's like we have this like kind of like self-conscious culture of like we don't our low national self-worth that we don't need Kanye. We should have a Canadian. This is a big deal. It's a Pan Am Games.
Yeah.
You should have a huge international artist.
Yeah.
Why does it matter if they're Canadian or
Look
not?
at
Well, here's the thing,
We're
too.
doing it here.
They did-
Our economy is boosting from it.
They did.
I don't know about that.
I don't know
Pulled
about
that fact out of my
Well,
ass.
it's a good ass. They
Thank you.
they did at the Olympics with all Canadian, and it was like Nickelback. It was like what's that fake boy band? That fake punk band, like Simple Plan. All that.
Simple
It was
Plan.
all that. It was all this bland.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Boring.
And then you
nothing.
probably have people like, why can't it be an interesting Canadian artist? Why can't it be somebody more independent?
And
It's always something.
here's the difference too. Here's the main difference. If there was some big event going on in the States somewhere, say there was a Pan Am Games in the States, and Nickelback was closing it. Just say it was Nickelback. So you know what Americans would say? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
although
cool.
Americans did boycott the World Series when Toronto won it twice back to back, and then Montreal was going to win it. They
Yeah,
went
but
on
that's
strike.
probably like that sounds like this being sore losers.
Yeah, and America just didn't care that Canada was hosting it. They didn't care that Canada was in it.
Yeah.
So the ratings were the lowest ever for a World Series.
Because it was being filmed
Hosted
in
by
Canada.
Canadian. But I like if Arcade Fire was hosting, like headlining some sort of festival in the States, they'd love it. People would be killing it.
They'd all
They'd
go,
think it's amazing.
heard this band's cool.
Hey,
Let's check
that's the
them
thing.
out.
America will embrace our artists. We over here, like, we're trying to ban Pitbull. No, who we banned? Kanye West. Who's the other guy that they banned for NXNE because he had sexual assault lyrics in his? What's his name? Action Bronson.
Okay,
I remember
didn't know
and
that.
it was like I think Snoop had problems for weed, some tour bus thing years ago, but I guess.
But like
That's
people
different, but-
embrace Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash has some racist shit, man. Like,
Right.
like everyone's got dark.
He's a pill popper too.
Right. What was that
Also
guy
a
they gave?
dumpster diver.
The guy they gave the Oscar to that they gave 2 years ago. They gave a Lifetime Achievement Award to that guy that won the Oscar, country guy. He beat his wife.
I don't remember.
Beat the hell out of his wife.
I thought all country singers did that.
Yeah, well, not anymore. Back then they did. Back then when they drank Jack Daniels before going in the studio, they did. That's why everyone
stupid.
wants to like this like clean, say like you don't like his attitude. That's what it reeks a bit of racism.
Is
in
it really
It's
about-
got a bit of racism in it.
Is it really about the I was going to bring
A
up like
tinge.
that
I'll
point
give it
kind
a
of too.
tinge.
Yeah, because I think if it's a white guy, I don't think they'd be so upset. Like
About his attitude.
Yeah, I don't think they. I think they'd just be like, oh, "That's a rock star."
Is that what they're saying? Like, is that the main point? His attitude, not that he's American.
I
It's
read
both-
it.
it's all of it.
I read an article on Vice, and they were saying that's what it reeks of. It's not
Yeah.
directly, but it kind of reeks of it.
I mean, as soon as I heard it, like, I was like, oh man, really? Just should have been said nothing.
I don't like hip hop.
Should have just let that concert happen. Like, it's. If I thought Kanye West sucked as an artist, I still think it should be him.
I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anything.
It's just-
If it was like Kanye West the rapist or Kanye West, killed babies or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, for
yeah.
sure.
Or whoever it is did something actually bad. He didn't do it. So he's a bit of an asshole. That's how good of an artist he is.
Oh,
he's getting away with it.
He brags a lot, and he's a hip hop artist. When did that ever happen? When did hip hop artists have big egos?
That's the thing.
Never.
Like Jay-Z's like a super smart businessman, and I feel like even though he did all that like Taylor Swift shit, Jay-Z still stood behind him.
Jay-Z's a drug dealer. He's a former drug dealer. No one would have a problem with Jay-Z buying a basketball team and coming up here.
Jay-Z's smart.
He's a
Smart
former,
guy.
but
Super
what
smart
I'm
guy.
saying is he has a darker past than Kanye West.
I know, but I bet you'd be less. There'd be a little less drama if it was Jay-Z.
Exactly. Of
Because
course, it'd
Jay-Z
be, if Jay-Z
keeps
and
his mouth
Beyonce
shut.
if Jay-Z and Beyonce said they were gonna headline that thing,
Oh, it'd be no
nobody would
problem.
say no one would say
problem.
anything.
No problem.
Not a thing.
So then it takes away the point of like, oh, well, it has to be. Why can't it be a Canadian act?
I think the problem is that Kanye West tells them he's the best, and it's just like that's to me that in the territory of uppity Negro stuff. That's what's in that territory. That guy's so
Yeah, easy. So
Yeah.
you mean like people are like easy black person?
Yeah, you stop it. Like it's just you are too uppity for us.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And he does it mainstream. I mean, he does a lot of stupid stuff, but at the same time, it's entertaining. And he doesn't care. It hasn't harmed his career. It's actually enhanced his career. And he comes out with albums that are so great.
Everything
It
comes out
justifies
perfect.
it.
His lyrics come out right.
His albums are amazing.
His interviews come out horribly a lot of times.
Yeah, but the album,
Some maybe not.
the work justifies everything.
Yeah.
If his work was like, if his albums were like, you know, you got two good tracks.
He's such an enigma to me, because he's like his lyrics and his music is so well crafted.
Yeah.
That you figured he'd be like a witty and smart and articulate, like not be like such. Put his foot in his mouth so much.
Yeah, but there's also a character involved, I think.
Definitely.
You think
Kanye
he's
West
playing that up?
He's a college-educated dude,
You
man.
think he's playing?
He's a smart. He's not stupid.
You think he's
definitely
faking that?
Kanye West completely, look at this as an artist. He completely stopped the gangsta rap movement. Like once Kanye West came out, that was the end of gangsta rap movement.
Yeah, you really don't hear as much.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. No one does that anymore.
Well, like 50 Cent claimed bankruptcy.
He's claimed bankruptcy because he owes people money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's trying to like hide his money.
Chapter 11.
He's trying to hide his money.
Yeah, he's smart actually. What he did.
He's hiding his money.
You hear what he did? It's actually genius.
He put Rick Ross's wife
on the internet.
Yeah, some porn thing.
They had a beef.
Yeah, and then there's now the judge said something he owes a certain amount of
500 fucking million.
So he's claiming that's all him.
So
hiding
what
his
happens
money.
is, right? So this guy explained it. So he claimed Chapter 11. Chapter 7 is actual bankruptcy for real. What we know it as. Chapter 11 is putting all your assets, all your money, kind of like in limbo. So he has no access. No one has. It's there, but it's nil.
Yeah.
So no one has. He can't get it. No one can get it. So if he owes money and it has to come from that source, they can't get it. So the fact that he owes money to this woman, 500 million or whatever it is.
And I'm sure he has that money.
He has it, but he doesn't.
More than enough.
She can't get it, so it's like it's playing checkers chess. It's like where it's like, okay, well, what do you have access to? It's like, well, it's like making
lowering it.
So he's trying to get it down to half of that, and they'll take. You know, he's like, okay, it's like, do you want to wait? Do you want to wait 2 years? Or do you want the money now? If you want the money now, it has to be this much then.
Those guys, their business is so good, and so like they have the best people working for them. Yeah. There's no way that he's bankrupt. They have the best. And if it's Kanye West, I mean, if it's 50 Cent bankrupt, it's not 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent the company bankrupt. Yeah. If it is bankrupt.
It's not
50
Chapter
Cent.
11 is basically for corporations in a sense to make sure that someone can't get money.
They can't touch his money. They got to touch the company 50 Cent. They can't touch his. That's who they sue.
Sorry. Afterwards, can he get his money back eventually?
Yeah, they got
once
ways.
it's done.
Yeah. They got ways of dealing with all this. Those guys are so smart. It's not funny.
Oh, it's
They're big business.
He's gonna pay.
He's got money in everything.
Half or less, anyways.
That guy's got money in everything. I'm positive he's invested in properties and a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah,
he talks about that stuff.
Yeah. What I don't understand.
Not stupid.
I don't understand two things. So he leaked this tape.
Yeah.
Why would he leak it?
Maybe for this.
No, because he has a beef with that. What's that guy? Was it Rick Ross?
Yeah, wife.
Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Was it Rick Ross or Rick Ross' wife?
He probably has the beef with Rick Ross.
Ross. To get back at him, he leaked this video of some porno or something.
Something like that.
Again, I
but
guarantee.
Why would he do that?
He's
too smart to do that.
I know. Again.
And how do you prove it was him?
But Manolis, it's not one person making a decision. Again, I'm telling you, people told him that he weighed all the options and he did it. It's not just like he was at night in his office. It's like, you know what? Fuck that guy. I'm gonna leak it. He went through a whole bunch of people to do a whole bunch of stuff because he's not by himself. I'm telling you.
But how is that? So how was that a good decision?
He must know something about making. Like it probably was like, hey, I want revenge, or whatever. But it was like he's gonna weigh his pros and cons with a whole bunch of experts.
But how was that a good idea?
I don't know. We don't know. I don't know this business.
All the publicity. Maybe he's gonna come out with a new album or something.
He might be coming out with a new album, which is one of the that could be amazing. Like he probably does.
Yeah. Didn't he have a bet with Kanye like in 07?
Yeah.
About if Kanye outsold him, he would quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Kanye said the same thing.
Yeah. And they did the whole.
Oh yeah, but that was known that it was all fake.
Yeah, but it's always fake. Like they do this kind of stuff all the time. Every time Adam Sandler has a movie coming out, some controversy comes up.
Like
it's just
with his newest one, what Magnificent Seven?
No, that's that one, or because he has Pixels coming out, right?
Oh yeah.
Was that the video?
What
game
happened
one?
with Pixels?
That's coming out soon. I don't know.
Oh.
Look at they were doing. It's not even controversy, but they were doing photo shoots. Everything that leaked from the set of what's that movie they were filming in Toronto?
I don't know.
with all the superheroes, Will Smith.
Oh, Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad. Everything leaked from that set. Everything. And
So
then
you think that's all on purpose, obviously.
the trailer, when they came out with San Diego Comic-Con, they were like, oh, the trailer got leaked for Suicide Squad, and the studio was like, all right, we'll release the actual one. Because people were clamoring for it.
Brief interjection.
Is this Suicide Squad movie going to be any good?
Oh
I just
my
watched
God,
the
it
trailer.
looks
amazing.
awesome. Looks so good.
It looks so good.
What is it? What is it about?
Suicide Squad is basically it's Task Force X. It's all the villains in DC. The Joker's in it.
Okay.
And Harley Quinn's like the Joker's like sidekick kind of deal.
Okay.
And it's all bad guys, and they have to go out and they have bombs in the back of their neck. So if they disobey, the bombs go off. And
But
they have to go. They go on the most dangerous missions.
So they send them on missions they would never send the heroes on.
Yeah.
And also, like, not even just dangerous, but sketchy and, like,
And so they
immoral.
have so they can, if anything goes wrong, they can just go. Oh,
That's a
those
great.
villains."
And
It's a great concept.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if they
Is that
great
based
book.
from the comic book?
Yeah,
that
it used to be a
concept?
great book.
Yeah.
It was a great book.
there's an arc in Arrow or even the show where
Yeah,
they
they
talk
do it.
about it. Yeah.
So they have to, whatever
Yeah.
the mission is, they have to do it or die, basically.
They have bombs in the back of their neck. I don't know if they're doing it with the bombs in this one, but that's usually what it was.
They didn't say it in the trailer, but it seemed like they kind of alluded.
Yeah.
There's something. There's at least
So
something.
they have to be like good guys. They're being forced to be good guys.
forced to be
basically, yeah.
Amanda, and even like because Amanda Waller and the company that the organization she has, they're shady as shit too, right? So they're like,
Yeah.
they know stuff about Batman. They know stuff about Superman. Amanda Waller is one of my favorite characters.
They're almost like above it. Like it's like this. Like it's like in this where the smoking man worked in the X-Files.
Yes.
It seems like it's like very similar to
It's
that.
like similar to that. There's a cartoon where Amanda Waller and Batman meet, and Batman's like supposed to be above all of it and knows everything, and she's like, she says something. They're talking like there's a threat. Batman's like, "Is this a threat?" He gets in her face. He's like, "It actually is Bruce," and he's just like, "What the fuck?" Because she's not supposed to know who he is.
Oh.
So it's like she's just that kind. Like it's just
They know everybody.
They know
All the
everything.
dirt.
everything.
They're
and
like running it all.
and they manipulate. It's gonna be a great movie.
Oh,
it
it
looks
looks so
one of the
fucking
that and
cool.
the Star Wars trailer. The Star Wars trailer gave me goosebumps.
What kind of missions are they?
Just anything, man.
Do you know any of the missions yet?
I don't know what the one they're on now. Killer Croc's in it, which is
Yeah.
awesome. He's being played by Adebisi from Oz.
Oh,
So
I
it's
don't
going to be
know.
a good. You never watched Oz?
No, I didn't. It was before my time.
Okay, he's a great actor. I thought it was going to be and then all the actors are good in it.
Yeah.
Killer Croc is like one of Batman's. A lot of Batman villains are in it.
Right.
Mainly Batman's rogue villains.
A lot of the reviews online were like, nobody had faith in Jared Leto until they saw this trailer, and
Yeah.
then everyone's like, oh, he's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, because they show his backstory too, and Batman's in it. Like there's a chase. Like they're
Yeah.
really going good with these movies.
Yeah, it's
I'm,
awesome.
I can't even the new Batman versus Superman. Everyone's upset about. I can't wait for that one
I
either.
bet it's gonna be sweet.
I bet it's gonna be sweet.
But then we did believe that about the Superman movie too.
Yeah, but you know what I said about the last Superman when we watched it? I'm like, they're setting up Batman based
Yeah.
on all this destruction.
I saw that
True.
trailer.
Exactly what's happening.
That looks okay.
Yeah, they got Joker, the Robin costume, and he's like, it's got Joker spray painted because he kills Robin, right?
Yeah. I did find that, like, watching the trailers, I was more excited for Suicide Squad
Oh, yeah.
than the Batman versus
I'm
Superman
with you on that
trailer.
one.
It just looks so fucking cool.
It looks so good. It looks dark and like
It's the
just.
same director as Fury with Brad Pitt.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
okay with that movie, but it was shot well.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Suicide Squad is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I was like myself was nervous about Jared Leto, and then as soon as I saw this, it just like
He's a good
reaffirmed
actor.
everything.
Jared Leto's in Suicide Squad?
Yeah,
He's
Joker.
the Joker.
He's the Joker.
But the Joker's gonna be behind bars for most of it.
He is a good actor.
He is a great actor.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But-
and then Star Wars. I talked about it last time, right? Did I?
I don't remember.
What was your point
I don't
about
think
it?
The trailer's like practical effects mainly.
Yeah, we did talk
Yeah.
about that. Oh, it looks so
I love
good.
that.
I was like, because when the first trailer came out, I was like, and then when this one came out, I can't wait to see this.
I'm gonna just starting a marathon. Like I'm gonna watch all the Star Wars movies again,
Yeah.
just to refresh.
All
But
6.
yeah,
Yeah. why
no,
not?
actually,
Just
I
the 4?
put on the Phantom Menace, and I was like, I'm not even gonna watch this. I was like, fuck this. I can't even get through it. I used to actually think that the Phantom Menace wasn't horrible, but I don't know. I haven't watched it in a couple years. Turned it on, couldn't even sit
It's
through
all
5
green.
minutes.
It's green
It's horrible.
screen.
It's a horrible.
Like-
it doesn't even make like I know that Machete Ordos isn't anything new, but
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be there.
No, it
It makes
doesn't.
0 sense.
I don't need to know where Darth Vader comes from.
All of the characters in it who are introduced die.
Yeah.
Like Qui-Gon Jinn,
Yeah.
Darth Maul. Like
Yeah.
both of those people, they just killed them off. So it's like it's literally just nothing.
Yeah, they're gonna do a young Han Solo. That's the new movie.
Oh, they're doing
a whole bunch of spin-offs. Boba Fett, Han Solo.
I heard they were doing a
Yoda.
Jar Jar Binks
No,
spin-off.
There's no way.
Are you sure?
No way.
There's
No way.
Yeah, I heard
There's
that.
no way.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Is that like a reaction to like TV getting so good that people aren't going to movies anymore?
I would be
Probably.
surprised. I think with what I saw with the Star Wars thing with the practical effects is J.J. Abrams going, you know what? We need to get back to what people liked about Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's so sterile, the ones that they came out with after.
Yeah, they're bad.
They're just bad.
I'm changing my opinion. I know I've said they were okay before, but they're not.
J.J. Abrams was discovered by Tom Cruise. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Tom Cruise, he used to direct Alias, and Tom Cruise was like, I want that guy to be to direct, because they lost a director, David Fincher, for Mission Impossible, and so they got J.J. Abrams to do Mission Impossible.
But is that how Tom Cruise met him?
I guess so. He saw him on TV. He saw his stuff on TV, his TV show.
Oh, so he asked for him for
Yeah.
the movie.
To
Oh,
direct
okay.
the movie.
That's
He's done some
interesting.
pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams is awesome.
David Fincher is David Fincher's amazing too, but yeah.
Didn't they lose the next? There was a guy who was going to direct the next movie, and he went like crazy and fucked up a movie. And
He was he was directing something, one of the Star Wars, and then
he was directing the next one, and then
he's directing Suicide Squad too, I think. Is it the same guy?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because maybe, but
No.
no, it was a new guy. He was like newer.
Yeah.
And he went crazy on his movie. I forget what movie he was filming.
Yeah.
They couldn't get a hold of him ever. He just fucking went AWOL.
Yeah.
And then
It's just that.
They're not listening.
he went AWOL, and then he like did a bunch of property damage in the house that they rented for him in New Orleans.
Yes,
and
yes,
stuff.
I
He
read
had,
about this.
This is what I found funny in the quote. This is from a while ago, so I don't know if the numbers are exactly right. But he said he had 7 little dogs that did like 10 or 50,000 somewhere, like a crazy amount of damage to the house and stuff. Like
It's terrible.
he just went. They cracked under the pressure. You got to think that it like
Directing?
especially directing Star Wars.
Yeah, because these
Star
are like
Wars.
these
Which
are
one?
like billion-dollar franchises.
And it's not just like, hey man, this is all cool. It's your artistic vision. It's like, hey man, I'm sinking like $40 million into this, so maybe do good.
I watched the documentary about Superman Lives. This is the movie that Tim Burton was supposed to make with Nicolas Cage as Superman.
It looks bad.
It actually wasn't going to be.
Really?
Like you see the photos that they show him,
Yeah.
and then they show what the costume really was. So what they show these light up photos, and it's like, oh, that looks bad. But what it was like this regeneration suit that he was going to be, because he gets
Okay.
beaten by Doomsday, and they were gonna have like a Doomsday fight, and then he was gonna be regenerated.
Yeah.
It's just like the comic book, and then he was gonna fight Lex Luthor and Brainiac, and Brainiac was kind of like had this robe with the spider body, but it was all done. Ooh, when do we go?
What's that mean?
I don't know.
We got
Update. We got this live update. So
severe
thunderstorm watch issued for Hamilton. I thought that word said server.
So do you want to wrap up, because you got to drive home, right?
Yeah, sure.
I don't care. I'm not. Are you guys in a hurry?
Well,
You
he's got a long drive. That's all.
Oh, it's,
Is it just thunderstorms?
I think it's not a tornado.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a huge deal, but
If it's a tornado, I'm out.
yeah.
It's rain.
Oh. Just scattered thunderstorms. Conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms that may bring strong winds, large hails, heavy rain. We'll just keep going for a
All right.
bit and
Let's
just
go.
see what happens.
You guys,
All right, cool.
I was just talking about the Superman Lives. The
Okay, so yeah.
documentary, because I agree, it looks stupid. The hair piece that he had, they were just everything that you see is them just going, how does this look? What do you think of this? What do you think of this? It's like it shouldn't have leaked.
You know what? I never understood nerd rage
Yeah.
until just very this year.
Oh.
And like I saw that and I nerd raged a little bit.
Yeah, because I was like, because I told my wife when I saw the trailers, I'm like, oh, they were planning on doing, because Zack Snyder used to walk around with the photo of Nicolas Cage and the Superman, and he was pitching his Superman. They go, oh, we don't like the costume. Costume looks too much like a comic book. And he would pull out the picture and go, you guys are going to make this. And they're like, okay, do whatever you want. But from what I hear from the movie, it sounded like it might have been like a pretty good movie from
like-
what they were talking about.
You guys wanted to give Superman a mullet, But we can't just base it that it's just going to be shitty just off that.
Well, because then there was also photos where he had shorter hair.
Oh, okay.
So they were just testing wigs and stuff like that to see what things would look like.
I mean, even like giving him the mullet or whatever, like it's not a full-on mullet, but giving him like the long hair, it could be cool. It just has to be, I think, just done right. But I mean, Tim Burton did the Batman movie,
and they didn't trust him.
Yeah.
They didn't trust him after the second one, and so with the Superman movie, they want to go darker because the original Superman, but it was Christopher Reeve, so they want to go darker and less. So he was gonna have this like suit,
more leg room.
More leg room. Yeah, he wanted his legs to work.
I like Tim Burton's work.
Yeah, I do too. Up and now, I don't like Tim Burton's work. Now Tim Burton's work is terrible.
I don't watch the claymation stuff.
That stuff's not bad, but like his stuff where like Alice in Wonderland and
that was bad.
That stuff is bad.
That was real bad.
Yeah. But like Edward Scissorhands, Beetlejuice. He wanted Sammy Davis Jr. to be Beetlejuice. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah, that was his first choice. Is that weird?
That would have been actually better,
Maybe. But Michael Keaton's amazing.
Yeah.
And people freaked out when Michael Keaton was Batman.
And that's the first reaction everybody has. I think you could hear anybody is going to be anybody, and you're like, that's a terrible choice.
That's a terrible choice.
Yeah.
But they're all actors.
Yeah,
they're all supposed to be able to act.
But you got to trust someone's vision at some point.
Right.
I think it's just like people are so protective because it's to them it's more than just a stupid comic book.
Yeah.
It's their life. Like it literally they spend time reading about it, finding out the history of it, finding out the nuances of every character. It's like when you get into something on a nerd level, it's literally like getting into a history book.
I grew up with that. The X-Men that they're that's the series that we're watching now. I grew up with that. Like I grew up reading those comics. It's Chris Claremont changed X-Men completely. So to like I understand where people are like, what the fuck are you doing? But at the same time, it's like, it's still someone's interpretation. Like, even Nolan's Batman, people are upset about a lot of stuff. But it's not supposed to be literal. It's an interpretation of the idea. It's like when you go to a tattoo artist and you're like, oh, I want to have this Coke thing, and he does his own version. And you're like, oh, that looks amazing, because it's your impression of what you see. It's like, I don't know.
That's why, different versions, different directors of Superman every time would be it'd be more interesting.
It would be way more interesting. I'd rather see a more artistic version of something.
As long as they as long as they know what they're doing as a director in the general sense of it all.
Well, the original guy that met with Kevin Smith, who was your first writer on it, he said he didn't want Superman to fly. And he didn't want him in a suit because it looks faggy, quote unquote.
Ooh, he said that word.
Yeah, and he wants him to fight a spider. That was the big thing. They went on to produce Wild Wild West.
That same guy?
Yeah, that same guy.
Which is a classic.
Oh, it's a total. I saw it in the theaters.
Holds up.
There was a Will Smith few summers for me when I was younger. I went to a lot of Will Smith blockbusters, and now when I see Will Smith, it's like I don't hate Will Smith. I like him, but to see something like Independence Day and you're like punching an alien and like shut up, baby, and it's just like stop it.
Well, the
just
facts,
act like
the
it's
facts
real.
weren't as good as we thought they
It's
were.
not even
now.
it's not even the effects. It's his it's his Eddie Murphying of that situation where it's like no, you're fighting an alien.
You'd be more like freaked out than you're like
something.
Don't act like this is that normal.
Yeah.
I got an alien in my truck. Can you let me through?
Yeah.
There's something funny about Will Smith because I like his movies too, but he totally declined like Matrix, but Wild Wild West, he's like, I'll totally go for that.
Yeah, he
What
did
was it?
decline
Wait,
Matrix.
who's
Here's
he gonna be in the
another
Matrix?
fact about the Matrix. Sorry, if you look at the license plates on the car, they relate to Bible verses.
Oh, right.
All the
on.
cars, all the cars relate to a Bible verse.
Wait.
damn,
He was
that's an
supposed to
awesome
be
trilogy.
like who was
Yeah, I
he
know.
supposed to be?
He was supposed to be Neo.
He was going to be Neo.
Oh, what an idiot!
That would have been
Oh, I think he's okay though.
Yeah, he's
But that would have been pretty sweet. I
Yeah.
think he would have actually been good as Neo.
Yeah.
But Keanu Reeves killed it.
Keanu Reeves did kill it.
somehow.
Yeah, he did.
He was great.
awesome in it.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that trailer with Jason, and we were just like, "What the hell is this?" Because you never seen anything like that before.
Still
Yeah.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
movies.
Same, yeah.
And I just
Yeah, it's
like,
wicked.
what is? Because it had like the wire work. Because at that time, that was like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon came out. So like the American wire work kung fu stuff was becoming really popular.
Oh, yeah.
And the way they used it was like, what what the hell?
Yeah.
It was
It
amazing.
still holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely
If
does.
you think about when it came out, it's like the facts and all that. You're like, it's still a par of what's going on.
And the
in it.
philosophy and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So
like a
much
Bible.
room for spin-off too.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
The new Blade. Are you excited for that?
Yes.
No. They're
Well,
doing
they're
one?
talking
They're
about
talking
it.
about
They're
it.
talking
Oh,
about
look
it.
how you look.
That's
you look
gonna
like you're
be-
ready to orgasm.
I am because he looks great still, which is
the
perfect.
same guy?
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
He was doing an interview about it. He's like,
Really?
they're in talks. There's another character he might be playing, but they're in talks of if they do it. I would love to see Blade as a series on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that'd be
That'd be
great.
awesome.
Daredevil
But
is
I'll-
amazing.
Pardon? Daredevil was. I was gonna burn it for him
Should.
for his birthday.
What about
I can give you access to my Netflix account if you need that.
all right, well,
Do you have a PS3? Or you can do it on your computer.
can I watch it on my computer?
On your phone.
Yeah,
too.
okay. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Just gotta download Netflix.
I'm excited for Power Man.
What about True Detective? What about True Detective?
We're still watching it. We're still watching
What
it.
tell me,
and
tell
Gavin
me,
are still watching it.
is it good or is
Do
it
you want me to
shit?
burn it for you?
Let's,
I don't. I'll eventually see it one way or another. I'm just saying.
I
Is
like
it
it.
good or is it shit?
I like it.
You want to break down the last episode?
No, you probably have a better breakdown.
I don't care if you ruin something for me. I
Yeah,
just
me
want to know if
neither.
it's good or not.
Well, we'll just say the last episode was
3 fucked up cops now.
yeah.
Okay.
The
Nick,
last
you
ep-
watching it too?
Are you
No,
watching?
I'm
it?
not, but I plan to.
All right, just in short, it's amazing. The last episode, the last like 20 minutes of it were
Peaked.
amazing.
It was like, yeah,
It was the
like
best part of the series.
it
Yeah.
was huge. Should I just say it? Like,
Say it.
No, well, it is a huge gunfight.
Awesome.
But there's 3 fucked up cops. It's pretty good.
And
That
Everyone
working
has
together?
dirt. Everyone has kind of dirt on them.
I think for the first 2 episodes, everyone was like, "Yeah, I don't know if I'm really into this. There's a lot of setup," and then now it's just starting to take the turning point.
Because
where-
they've built up. They were like they had 3 characters and more, 4 characters, really kind of
yeah.
That
to
needed
draw
to be.
out. Yeah, so it took a longer setup. It's
His-
almost over too.
How many episodes are there?
What is it?
8. It's
8.
halfway through.
Yeah, it's halfway
Already?
through. Yeah.
There was
Only 8?
a funny a meme online of Ray Velcoro's partner,
Yeah.
and it's just like burn all my shit when I die. Like if I die quickly, burn all my shit.
He
'Cause
he
he
said
says
that
that one.
earlier because they went to the guy that got murdered's house, and he has like all these dicks statues and dick this
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and he's like, oh, burn all my stuff when I die, and he just. The spoiler: he just got shot in the head in the last episode.
Huge paintings of just like
Well, he has-
animals
he-
fucking humans.
He loves dick.
No, but there's
No.
another character that loves dick. That
There's another character that loves everything,
yeah,
and he's a bisensual, and
he's a bisexual.
What's a central?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He made that up.
Sexual. But he's like involved in this huge controversy.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. But it's more about politics and bureaucracy, where the other one was like, it had a little bit more fantasy to it, a little bit more controversy to it.
Also, it's like there's a huge theme of masculinity in it.
Yeah.
Like it deals a lot with masculinity, impotence,
Yeah.
people having kids, people like the relationship with
Yeah,
family dynamics and stuff. It is interesting.
yeah, it is. It's it's so true. The definition of a man and all that stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. It's really like it's a great show. Do you watch The Strain?
No, actually.
I love The Strain.
And I've had a
man.
lot of people be like, "You're gonna love it."
I love it. They're right
Yeah.
there. It's like it's a zombie movie a zombie show done with people fighting zombies. Like
Yeah.
they're going after them.
The thing is, every time I'm about to watch it, I'm like, actually, your voice sticks in my head where I'm like, I'm watching X-Files right now, which is a huge endeavor.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you're like, just stick to it, even if you don't want to. So I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go watch X-Files.
Do you like X-Files?
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
love X-Files.
It's a good show.
You're watching all the old episodes.
I'm watching every episode, and then every movie.
Yeah.
I only watched one movie. I went to the theaters. I went to the theaters to watch that movie.
The one that came out after
first
season
one.
5.
Yeah, the
so
first
you
one.
watched the only movie that people kind of like.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I love the X-Files. I thought that was a great show. And I liked Smoking
great.
Guns. That's what the show called?
The Lone Gunman.
Lone Gunman. I
Yeah.
love that show. Yeah, I love X-Files. Smoky
great.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, annoying and just
Cigarette
creepy.
smoking man.
Yeah.
Super creepy.
Yeah, just a great show. That's a great series, man.
It is. And so I haven't gotten into the Strain yet because I know once I do, I'm gonna binge watch it all.
It's right there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna finish X-Files. Then the Strain's actually on my list for the next
And
one.
you told me to watch The Brink.
The Brink's funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
A couple episodes behind now.
Yeah.
Because Ballers really turns me off right after True Detective. I'm not into it.
Did you guys watch Veep? This is turning into a TV show podcast.
Never watched Veep. You've recommended it.
Love Veep.
Yeah.
So funny. They're so narcissistic, and everything they do is to benefit themselves. Like, it's never to help anyone else. It's just to benefit themselves.
Yeah.
And there's like this black-haired guy on it who's just one of the funniest fucking characters I've seen on TV. He's just such a yes man and so stupid, but he's a nerdy guy, but he's so stupid and such a yes man and just wants to please because he's the assistant to one of the assistants. It's so funny.
I like that right there.
Yeah, it's just funny.
One of the assistants.
To the assistant. And then Patton Oswalt was on it, and he kept the guy, Jonah, who's the assistant, he kept grabbing his balls throughout the whole...
Is that the comic?
Yeah, Patton Oswalt.
Did you see his, didn't he do a TV show where it was about him growing up in the 80s?
He's a voiceover on that show.
Is that his show?
He just does voiceover.
Oh, so that was just a gig for him?
Yeah, I think he does every episode.
Yeah, but that's his gig? That was just a gig. It wasn't like he put it together.
No, it's a gig.
Because I thought
that guy's actually doing a lot of shit.
I thought that was
just in Marin.
Yeah, yeah. And
it's a good show.
He was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, he's really broken into the cultural stratosphere.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody loves Patton Oswalt.
And Rick Shapiro was on
Marin's
He's
TV
done a couple episodes of Marin.
You said that was amazing?
Yeah,
he's
knows
great.
exactly how to use Rick Shapiro.
Yeah,
he actually makes me laugh so hard in Marin.
The only people I've ever seen use Rick Shapiro properly was Louis C.K. on his old...
Oh, yeah, Lucky Louie.
Lucky Louie. I got him after they used him.
Yeah.
And then this one, Marin is like, yeah, he's perfect.
I had that same, like, I get him now after I saw Marin use him.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
I'm really into that show.
Yeah, that show. It's actually really good.
It's starting to get better because it's starting to get a little weird. Like when Eddie Pepitone was in it.
Yes.
That was so fun.
With the drugs?
Well, yeah, he's like,
yeah.
And then at the end,
he's the ghost.
Just
Check it out.
Well,
did you watch last week's episode?
With the, what was it?
It was about podcasting and
the Patton Troll.
Patton Trolls.
Yeah. Yeah, I watch every episode. I love Marin.
Yeah.
It's such a good show.
It is a good show.
Rick's like one of those guys when he talks too. It's like you just can't help but just keep listening. He's just
hey man, he's like that.
So goddamn interesting.
And Marin just plays off of him perfectly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I would get socially awkward around Rick Shapiro, but Marin does like a really good job of like putting it in
once you're around him for long enough, you just get him.
It's like he does in the show. There's no real like, oh, you do this and you come from this. It's just like he kind of appears.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
just kind of appears and he's doing something weird.
He's just holding a tire, I think, in his first ever scene or something in this season.
He's super, like, when I first met him through Rouse and Giannis in New York, I was super intimidated by him.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like he hated me or something, too. Like, I was just like, I didn't know how to. But I was so, I'm like, holy fuck, this guy's, like, the real deal kind of thing to me.
Yeah.
He seems like it.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw him was in Toronto when he headlined the old Yucks.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. I was kind of angry. And I think the anger is from like when you watch something you don't understand and you just like I was like, I hate this fucking guy. But I was young and I just couldn't compute it in my head.
Yeah.
But I got it after watching Lucky Louie.
But now he's just like he's a mess, but he's so like I said, so goddamn interesting.
It reminds me
That's what makes him interesting.
Lenny Bruce. That's who he reminds me of. In
Rick?
a way, yeah. In a way.
Yeah.
I thought the comparison when he was talking about when Marin was talking on the show that he didn't want to deal with the Patton Trolls.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what would Lenny Bruce do? What would George Carlin do?
Yeah.
Would they just back down? He's like, all right, let's do this. I thought that was actually really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is like one of those pivotal moments that you don't see until years later, and you're like, oh shit, like they did fight off a Patton Troll. Like that could have changed podcasting forever. That could have changed everything even we're doing here.
Yeah.
And like the president of the United States went on what the fuck. Like that's even crazy. Like
wow.
That's legitimizing podcasting.
Yeah, that is kind of like I've dealt with Patton Trolls on videos on YouTube.
What are Patton Trolls? What?
They put patents out on your stuff because that's all they do.
And then they get a payout.
Yeah,
if they win against you in court, all the money you've made from your podcast, you have to give them a payout. So they came out and said that they were doing that they had created a patent in like the 1990s or something about
like
a
that, yeah.
tape delivery service, and they were saying that paved the way for podcasting, so that anybody who had podcasted after that had to pay them a fee.
Is this a real thing though?
The patent troll was a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was based
So
off of a real thing.
What happened? Did
The
something
people
happen?
fought it.
Adam
Because-
Carolla was probably the #1 guy against it. He talked about it on every episode.
They hit him first. He was
Yeah.
one of the first guys to get hit. With
And
like
Did they-
cease and
who won?
desist. You have to stop doing your podcast.
So who won?
I think they did. I think they beat him. I think they beat the patent troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds too flaky of a case.
But like Adam Carolla,
It's not how strong the case is. It's just making it so difficult.
it's also not. It's about, are you willing to put the time and effort and money into dealing with it?
Plus, they'll try to establish the court case in an area of the country that sides with patent trolls. So there was there was some county in the States.
Yeah.
They tried to bring the case there because the judge there will often judge for the patent.
Yeah, I heard
trolls.
about this too.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
so dirty.
yeah.
It is. It is. But like
Just let
it's such
people live and make their money.
the
for
internet's
God's
such a
sakes.
free market. Like this has become a way for you to without companies
Yeah,
telling you how to do stuff, and people are like, "What the fuck?"
it's hard to go back to like
Yeah.
trying to do like terrestrial radio now after you've done a podcast.
I wonder if like people at business like Apple and stuff like that. Can
They
you
are
still-
Apple Music. They're like hiring radio hosts and stuff now.
No, but I mean, I wonder if they're part of the patent troll process.
Oh, like against it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Or no, they're for it, like to try to make money off of these.
Oh, they wouldn't. They have make money off their podcast app
I
though.
guess so. Yeah, you're right. Well, isn't their like it's supposed to be free on GarageBand, right? Do they still have the thing on GarageBand? Have you updated?
Yeah, I updated. They took it away. They just call it voice now. So like you have to just create
okay.
your own setup type of thing rather than just hitting the one thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's annoying, but it works. It's working.
Okay, so they just wanted to separate it from the program.
Yeah.
So you have to have both programs.
No, you just like in the old program, it was like there was like a an actual band podcast and all this stuff, and now it's more instrument voice.
Okay.
that kinda
So
thing.
it's just going to voice. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, they seem to have done everything they can to remove the word podcast from the application altogether.
I wonder
So
why.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me either. Because why would you want to take away one of the main purposes?
Yeah.
Like to push people away from it. Doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they don't own the rights to podcast. Maybe
Yeah.
the word podcast. Which is
but some legal shit probably. For sure,
Something.
that
I
makes
know-
sense.
I don't know if they do it anymore, but Google and Apple were buying up patents.
Yeah, they bought a lot of them.
So trolls couldn't use them against anybody.
Oh.
Like they just reserve them so nobody else can do that.
I think someone I have like a website. I don't know if I ever put it out, but it's ilovemanolis.com.
Yeah.
But the reason I did that when I first got the website years ago, I forget who's doing my website for me, but we looked up Manolis Zontanos and it was taken.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, but I think
GavinStevens.com is taken.
But I think someone just bought it on me.
Yeah, that happened. Like
Thinking that-
GavinStevens.com is taken. But there might be another Manolis Zontanos.
No way, dude.
All right, I'm sorry.
I'm the only one, man. Listen.
Your logic makes more sense than mine.
See, was that so hard?
You know, it wasn't. When I actually execute it, I realize
When
it
you start
wasn't
talking, you realize how stupid you are.
I wouldn't.
You're diabetic. You're not even a full person.
That's not about stupidity, though. I don't.
Yeah,
think
well, your
so.
brain's not full either.
My brain is full.
No, it's half full.
That's not what diabetes is, though, Manolis.
Diabetes is like beads that die that are in you. Everybody knows that.
That's true. That's a scientific fact.
Says the man that crawls into dumpsters for
It was
clothing.
one time. One fucking
I
time.
guarantee
wasn't
it's
one
gonna.
time.
I guarantee it was more.
Yeah.
It wasn't
No, it
every
was one
time.
time.
Isn't it every time?
No, I threw it in the dumpster twice, but I went in once. Threw it in, got it, threw it in again.
I just
We'll
got
see.
Nick's photo.
We'll see. I first have to get a gift from a girl that loves me for a week before I have to throw it in the dumpster again.
Oh, we'll make this happen.
Yeah, we can get that done. That's not
not
hard.
gonna happen.
We
That's
can
not
get a
gonna
girl
happen.
that love you for a week
I don't
and buy
think
you a
so.
shirt. She was trying to dress you.
No, they all do that.
Yeah.
And they all.
What if she found the shirt in a dumpster
How's she
and
gonna
gave it
find
to you?
Oh, maybe. I wouldn't care.
She
about
found
that.
it in a dumpster, gave it to you, and then you threw it in a dumpster. And shirt's like, I think my life is worth more than this.
Yeah. I don't
Are we
know.
winding down?
I'm getting a little tired. I'm not. But I'm okay. I can hang on. Was there?
Yeah,
any,
I feel very uncomfortable talking about these topics.
We don't have to. We can talk about it another
Okay,
time.
It's up to you. I'm fine with it.
I don't care.
I'm fine because they're playing. They're coloring things, but they can't even hear us.
It's just weird with the ambiance.
Just pick one.
All right.
Let's try one. Let's just try one.
Sex dolls with artificial intelligence.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, well, that's like
down here.
Yeah.
You have a bit kind of.
Yeah, my bit about that's just the end of mankind. Well, that's just gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
It's inevitable that someone's gonna try to.
But are they gonna have AI?
Oh, is it free?
Eventually, they will.
That's gonna suck. Because then you're gonna have to go through the whole
It's
dating
just gonna
process.
be stronger women.
Just
you're gonna be dealing with stronger women.
Yeah.
Now it's like women. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't need to buy like a $7,000 sex doll just for it to be like, Jordan, you are such a great friend.
Yeah, but
not tonight.
Yeah, but it's better than your hand, right? It's always better than your hand.
Not when I'm paying $7,000
Yeah,
and
sure.
I'm still not even.
Well, I think they would outgrow you, like in her.
Well,
they would
if
just
it's
outgrow you.
They'd eventually
intelligence,
start. Eventually start cheating on you too.
Well, that's what happened to
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
That's what happened to her, right? She was having relationships with like thousands of other people at the same time.
It'd be like,
hot,
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause she
exactly.
could.
Are you
Something
talking to
hot about
anybody else right now? Just like 5,672.
Yeah, but it in the movie Her, it wasn't cheating because it's like our minds think of it like that.
Yeah.
But it was like, but I can do this. It's not.
So
Right.
you fork over the $7,000 or however much it is, and then she just fucks your entire neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "It's not cheating. I don't understand."
Why does she sound like Borat?
I don't know.
Why would you
They
get the
haven't
Borat doll?
They don't have. Yeah, I got Borat.
Why do
My
you?
wife.
Why do you have this? Is that what's scary about this? Is that the idea of having an emotional attachment to her?
You would
think
have
so.
an emotional attachment. You'd fall
To-
in love with her.
To the intelligence?
Yeah,
You would fall in love with her.
Only-
for sure.
You'd fall in
Only-
love.
Only if she had an off switch.
You talk this good game, but you totally fall off switch.
It'd
What?
be 2 weeks before you're digging through dumpsters.
Yeah,
It'd
for
be a matter
sure.
of time. It'd be a matter of time before she was going in the dumpster.
To get you out of there. To get you out. Yeah, but I don't think because she's in one body. So, but she'd be like, eventually she'd go, "Oh my God, why do we live in a basement for?" And then it's just like, "Oh, I can do better than you."
Yeah,
is
that's
there-
what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is
Who
there
do you think's
set-
buying
what
this
are the
shit?
settings on it? Is like not
Settings.
be a, like you said her like her personality like not be a bitch. Is that a setting?
Well, that's the thing. It's AI, so it's just she goes however she really feels.
Yeah. Eventually,
So, yeah.
she's
learns.
learning. But it's like
So
like having sex with a kid.
Here's the crazy part. You date this,
Well, because it's like it's learning as a child. Like it's.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
but you start like dating this girl with this artificial intelligence,
Robot.
right? A robot, and eventually it all goes to shit, and that's when you realize, oh shit, it is me every time.
That's the fear. That's the fear of dating a robot.
yeah, it's
Finding out
actually
it is-
it's actually I'm the piece of shit.
Holy
You're the piece
shit.
of shit.
That's true. You're faced with it.
My
Yeah.
goddamn
No
jokes.
blaming.
Yeah.
My goddamn jokes are all premonitions. Because that one,
Premonitions.
it is. But then I also have the echolocation one. They're doing that now
Yeah.
with blind
I
people.
thought when you did that, I thought that was a real thing.
No, but no. The real thing is that our what's his name? Stephen Hawking said that once, and a whole bunch of other people said that once AI is created, that's the end of mankind. That's the ice age for mankind. It's going to destroy us.
It is
Why?
though. Because if they can,
They're going to be our betters.
yeah, they'll be so logical.
Yeah.
They won't be held back by all these like emotional insecurities.
It's also going to be where we're going to blend with it too. It's called the singularity, where we become one with machines.
So what are you
and
talking
everything.
about? So when we're like, what we can like, like us as human beings have like telepathy
What
or
you
something?
know,
What do you mean?
what you know as mankind is not going to exist anymore.
Yeah, like it'll start off like you'll get an artificial heart, you get an artificial leg, and all that stuff. It get to a point where you won't even know the difference.
You won't know.
between
You're just gonna. That's how all like sports, everything's gonna be like that. Where you're not real.
Yeah,
Like
like
you'll-
they're already talking about like having hard drive,
nice.
like additional hard drive for your brain. and
Yeah,
storing
memory,
backing up.
Personalities online. Yeah.
Well, I don't want that out there.
You're gonna be a GeoCities website online.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna be like High Five. He's gonna be MySpace.
Yeah, mine'll be like outdated, weird.
Yeah,
I'm
just,
gonna-
Yeah, with,
I'm-
like a bunch of animated
lonely.
gifs that nobody.
yeah, it's like the Club 54 website.
I'm gonna be a Commodore 64.
It's
Yeah.
HTML for some reason.
yeah,
still.
it's just
Yeah.
all flash and yeah. But yeah, that's the singularities. That's what's gonna happen. We're all gonna become one with machines, or like Nick said, it's gonna be that.
That's gonna be sweet.
And I just took this leap because I always say that because every time they test out new technology, they do it with porn. Every time they test out everything they test out in porn. So that was my leap, was eventually someone's gonna try and fuck a robot. It's gonna happen.
Right.
And then now, so I'm scaring myself. You guys should be terrified.
I'm not.
I'm like Kreskin of jokes.
They're gonna. I feel like they're just like gonna be better at everything.
So it's
Eventually.
still gonna be.
But
headache.
we are going to be part of it. Mankind and artificial
Can the
intelligence is going to be going
If the
together.
robot can like clean her vagina out afterwards, then I'm in.
You're still there, aren't you?
What?
Look at because we're talking about mankind becoming one, and you're like, if the robot could clean her vagina out, I'm in. It'd probably be like an oven.
Should that be the quote for this week?
Yeah, that would be a good quote.
I started working on this. It's funny you're talking about. I can put that as for quote for sure.
But it'd be like an oven cleaner, right? Like self-automated.
Fraud Nick's working his way out of you making a sex robot.
No, I was working on this bit about like people are gonna eventually screw robots, and like I just got over the fact that whoever I'm with right now, their previous boyfriend probably jizzed on their face all the time, and I just got over that. How am I gonna be able to deal with a robot spraying WD-40 all over my girlfriend?
Oh, because I don't think women will be. Yeah, I guess maybe they would be fucking robots.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
What's that?
This look is making me second guess myself. I just
What?
want a turtle.
You think what?
I don't think women would be fucking robots. I don't think women would need a robot
God no.
to fuck. But maybe dildos.
There's women out there fucking
Yeah.
robots.
Yeah, I would say so. To not deal with
Today.
men's bullshit.
Yeah.
Not to deal with men's bullshit.
It's got to be better.
Is it
In
going
a
to be
wa-
better? Do you
no.
think you're not going to see people like you see in this room?
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When's this gonna happen? Can't wait.
Yourself included.
It'll be perfect.
Everyone's going to be perfect. We're
It'll be
going to be like, they're going to be like,
guy
oh my
robot.
God.
No, but
We're going to be like flip phones.
a guy robot would be perfect for girls because if finally someone that would listen.
Yeah.
You
plus-
were like, you were on fire
plus like
with your fucking everybody loves Raymond jokes.
and it'd be like, hey, faster. She'll be telling the robot faster, faster,
Everyone
and then just
loves
actually go on the
Ray.
app and go, oh wait, I can just do that.
What's Raymond's wife's name?
I forget. What's her
Deborah.
name? Deborah.
Deborah.
It's
Remember we always like Deborah. He's always in trouble.
You do have. There was a few everybody loves Raymond jokes there.
You mean good jokes?
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's a great show. Who doesn't love Raymond?
Nobody. I mean everyone. Yeah, it's just that's yeah. Everyone's gonna be perfect.
That'll be cool.
You can wear sweatshirts all the time. You can be temperature regulated.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, your temperature.
Hey, you guys are gonna be.
What's that movie
feel
with?
silly?
Isn't there a movie where someone's dating a doll? What's that actor's name that girls are in love with?
Oh, I know what you're talking. Lars and the Real Girl. That's
Oh,
the name
yeah.
of the movie.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it's
Is
a
it good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to see
it's
it.
a really good movie. I can lend it to you. I have it on DVD.
I want to see it. Actually, I do. Yeah.
It's not what you think it is, though.
But he's serious, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's not going to be like. It's not like.
No, no.
It's not
It's a pretty
like-
dark movie, actually.
It's dark, but it's light. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
But he takes the doll out in public for dinners and shit.
Yeah,
like
but
that?
the whole town kind of like
accepts it.
Yeah.
Really?
Hey, you have to watch the movie. It's pretty good. It's filmed in Canada.
It's a coming of age story.
It's a coming of age story.
Literally.
Literally. C-U-M-ing.
Yeah.
C-U-M. Why is it spelled C-U-M?
I don't know. I think to differentiate
Do
itself.
you think people get confused?
Probably.
I came on her. I was coming on her face.
Maybe it's got something to do with Old
It's
English.
from cumin.
Cumin, but that's a
That's
spice.
a spice.
I don't know.
Thanks for.
Thanks. Thanks for taking time out of your dadding schedule to let us know about what the difference between comes.
I think it's just a stand apart.
Maybe it's just so that people can tell the difference. He thinks that's how you spell like I'm coming over.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
have you seen his
C-U-M.
spelling? He spelled Von V-O-N.
It gets right to the point.
Yeah,
Am I right?
Von. You're gonna see Vader Von Doom or
Vaughn spelled V-O-N. Vaughn.
V-A-U-G-H-N.
Nope, try again.
Patrick, how do you spell
Try
Swiss
again.
chalet?
It's going to be the same spelling.
How do you spell Swiss chalet?
How do you spell Swiss
Oh,
chalet?
how everybody.
It's Swiss chalet.
How does he spell that?
He says Swish L-A. S-W-I-S-H-L-A.
It doesn't make any
How do you
sense.
say it? Say it.
No, because
Swiss chalet.
Swish L-A.
That's how you say it. You believe that?
Spell it?
But he doesn't know. He doesn't understand. It's not a Swiss chalet.
It is?
That's not a word. Chalet. Do you know what a chalet is?
No, it's a
Do you know what the
chalet
Swiss
somewhere
are?
you.
Yeah, let's start from the
Okay,
beginning.
wait. Swiss,
Don't give him that much.
So
It's somewhere
you
you
never
live.
seen the text he sent me?
No.
Oh, we were going to Mississauga Yucks with Rouse, and he's like, it was like the day before. He goes, "Let's leave at like 5 tomorrow, so we can
Oh, you
eat
sent
at
me this.
yeah, so we can eat at Swish LA." And I knew immediately what he meant, just by sounding it out. But Swish LA,
So how do spell
Swish, S-W-I-S-H,
LA.
L-A.
That's the name of the restaurant.
Yeah, that's how you spell it.
Have you seen the restaurant, like the
No,
billboard out front, the sign?
But ask him what country Swish LA is.
Yeah, what country is it?
What kind of food is it?
What do you mean? It's a chicken. What do you mean?
It's in L.A., man.
No,
It's
but
an LA chicken.
what kind of chalet is it?
Oh, you asked me what a chalet is?
No, what kind of chalet is Swish LA?
It's a. I'm confused.
What country?
Swish.
What?
It's in L.A., I guess. It's in L.A.
This sounds
It's
like
in the
you're
country of Los
interrogating him.
Angeles.
This is like waterboarding. This
LA.
feels like a waterboarding moment.
No, but Swiss chalet is from.
I feel like they're trying to figure out if Spicoli should go in special ed. Like that's what I feel like this moment is right
this
now.
is the test. So wait, are you still reading that
Patrick's
book,
a
or did you
guidance
give up?
counselor.
No, I'm on page 4.
restaurant come from?
Swish
Swish
chalet.
LA,
There's
dude.
no Swish. Why would they call it? It's a Swiss.
What's the difference between those words?
One's a people, a country,
The other
Switzerland,
Okay.
I know what the other.
and
what it is.
chalet is like you go skiing. You know the lodges.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a chalet.
Why would anybody have a restaurant in a chalet?
Because they used to dress up as like as Swiss women, and it used to be most of the restaurants used to be on this arc, like you have so it looked like a chalet when you went inside.
Ah,
That was the theme.
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, it's way back when they changed them
Wow.
though.
Sounds like gibberish to me.
So does Swish L.A.
Swiss chalet. Hey, who wants to go to Swiss chalet?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
I do.
I'm gonna stop knowing what you talk about.
If you sent me that text, I honestly don't think I would have.
It's like, why do you want to go to when you buy Nikes in L.A.? Swish L.A. Swish
Are
L.A.
you gonna make fun of me on the? You should bring that up at the roast.
While everyone's being seated and stuff before the show starts, we'll do a slideshow of text messages that you've sent.
That'd be
me.
hilarious.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Should I bring Star or anything?
We really won't have time.
Okay.
Where are we now?
I think.
Just over hour and a half.
Well, you want to wrap up?
Yeah, I think we should wrap up. I'm tired.
Sure.
Anything to promote?
What do I? Well, we got Manolis' roast on the 22nd.
Yeah, they won't. Yeah. They can still hear it. They'll hear this before that. Yeah. Wednesday starts at 9. If you're coming, we'll be there at least by 8 because I think it might sell out.
The 21st, I'll be in Toronto, and then the 13th, I'm doing the.
Just say Toronto. What in Toronto?
I'm playing the Amsterdam Bicycle Club, and then the 13th, I'll be at the North Bay Comedy Festival. And then, there's a new comedy club opening, and I'm playing that, and it's in Whitby. I forget the name of it, but it's opening soon. And I'm playing on the 3rd and 4th of September.
Cool. I was gonna say check out Rick Shapiro's stand-up on YouTube. I don't know Shapiro's SH.
You figure it out.
Shapiro. You figure it out.
Yeah, you can
Spell-
figure it out.
Shipiro.
There you go.
He's a really funny
Google.
comic.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got an artist that I really like. Her name is Cindy Scaife. So it's Cindy. Her last name is Scaife, SCAIFE.com. And check her out. That's
what
it.
kind of artist? You mean art? Like
Yeah,
drawing or-
visual artist. She does a lot of drawing. Some of the, I guess, it's portraits and things like that. Just like funky, cartoony type things are really cool.
Cool. That's awesome.
I will promote the Delayed Effect podcast. It's a buddy of mine does a podcast just about life, and experiencing his journey and talking about it and stuff. And he used to do a podcast called the 8-Bit Packy Podcast, but now it's Delayed Effect. So check that out.
Yeah, I forgot to promote Deep Voices. It'll be coming out by the time this podcast comes out, I think, or day after, Tuesday. Is that it? Patrick?
He's done.
Yeah, he's good. Cool.
All right.
I guess that's it. That's episode 120 of Girls Night Out.
Bye, everybody.
Girls Night Out is recorded at the Girls Night Out studio in downtown Hamilton each and every week, with new episodes appearing Monday. If you'd like to be a guest on Girls Night Out or have a show topic or suggestion, tweet us or tell us on our Facebook wall. For more Girls Night Out fun, visit our website girlsnightoutpod.com, like us on Facebook /Girls Night Out Pod, and follow us on Twitter @GNO Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.